Hello, this is Sam from the Lions Den podcast, episode number 10, and season 2. What I'd like to first and foremost say that these young men, my sister Mary, she's wondering what's going on. What is going on in this thing? Why is it got? But I just want to say these young men are a blessing. A lot of times people don't recognize talent and God's gifts and friendships until basically they don't notice it. But like I was telling the brothers right now, I started this podcast to encourage Christian businesses, Christian artists, Christian musicians in the Stockton, San Joaquin community. Just to encourage them that we're out here as salt and light. All right, bro. Here, let's take it from here. Introduce yourself.
My name is Torian Saffold. In the business, I am YP as a stage name.
And what's the name of your company?
We are Rebel Group.
As far as how long have your company been around?
We've been around for, I have the name for about 4 years, but we actually been doing it for about, I would probably say 2 years consistently. And we just trying to, we choose the word rebels because we want to stand above anything negative or anything that, will hurt the Spirit of God.
Amen. Now, can you say a little about your testimony, what your background is?
My testimony is really just that we are PKs, but in the process of everybody holding us to a higher standard than us just being human beings, for myself is that I was dealing with a lot of when I went off to college, dealing with a lot of unknown spirits to myself, and in that process I was contemplating suicide, dealing heavy with weed and alcohol and partying to the point where I actually got myself out of college, and I had to take a step back and just realize the things that how I was abusing my body and my spirit. And so in that process, I was sent to Florida just to get away from everything that was taking place in the time. And I just had to in that process, I just realized I'm at my lowest point, who I was as a human being and what was taking place. And then once my grandma died, something in me just clicked in the process. And it just said, I know God spoke to me in a dream. And he said that you are a rebel, and I need you to do this in my name. And so I was in film school, and I finished. I'm able to graduate, and then I moved back here in Stockton. And ever since then, he's been sending me the right people and allowing me to meet the right people to, just to keep, the name going.
All right, bro, before we even further, let me introduce your brother, not just your brother, your twin brother. All right. Take it from here.
I'm Torian Saffold, another member of Rebel Group.
Now, exactly the same thing. I know you guys are twins, but your testimony is going to be a little bit different. Can you expand upon this, on how Jesus has touched your heart and changed you and transformed you, what he has delivered and taken you out of, and where are you going now?
Just got to figure out where to start, man. It's been a crazy road up until this point. Where kind of similar with my brother, getting heavy into the weed, the party, and the alcohol, doing damage to the body, to the temple of God. But at the same time, man, I was pretty good at manipulation, man. And my thing was I was good manipulator, especially the women. Pretty much getting them to do pretty much anything and everything that I needed them to do, man, so I could survive, and not really caring about their being, selling dope, man, and at heavy quantities, man. And the crazy thing is, man, I have my brother being my supplier at the same time at that, though. So and then, man, just doing anything and everything, man, to get money. If I knew a girl had money or anything like that, man, I do anything and everything, man, to manipulate the situation, especially manipulate her heart. And if you can get the heart, man, you can get the mind, man, and that'll get her spirit, man. And I did it, man. And so, man, I just really, I needed, I moved away.
me and my brother moved out of the house, man, once we graduated high school, man, and ever since then, man, it's just been a roller coaster ride dealing with that stuff, man. And I moved back home, man, to kind of get away from that stuff, man, because I was getting deeper and deeper. And I realized when God isolated me, I was in Arizona, and I had a friend of mine who was a Crip. He was deep in the game, and I was just getting just in stupid situations where I had no business being in. And then finally, man, it hit me, man. I just felt so isolated. I felt so alone. I felt so depressed to the point, man, I just felt like I was about to have a nervous breakdown. And I didn't have no money because I stopped selling dope. I didn't have nothing, man. And it got to the point where I didn't even want to ask for help to do anything. So, man, I just reached out to my mom and my dad, man, and they bought me a plane ticket home. Because like I said, man, I didn't feel like I didn't want to do that stuff anymore. And so man, once I just got down, I came home. I just spent a lot of time with my dad. And then I went back to college. I finished to go finish college, and I got baptized in 2015, and then God pretty much took over from there, man. And just being a Christian, man, you're still gonna have your struggles, you're still gonna have your ups and downs, man. But God is faithful and just, man. And so, man, I'm here today, man, being saved for a couple years, man. I finally got a wife, the wife that I've been praying for. And so, man, it's just, man, with this podcast, man, it's a blessing to see this, man, especially with my testimony, man, and now getting into music as well, man. I could put my testimony music in. There's always a message when it comes to God, man, and with this music, man, I'm putting the messages God's putting in my heart and putting in my mind, man, just to give it to people and let you know, man, there is hope. No matter what you're going through, there is hope, and there's always a way out. So, that's just a piece of my testimony. I won't drag it on too long, man, because I'm pretty sure Sam don't have that much time. But
let me ask you something about the music. What is the biggest inspiration? I mean, of course it's Jesus, but what really is that thing that you, for your music? What is that ultimate thing that you want to convey to your audience? It is Christ, but how? I mean, just think about that.
The main thing, man, like you said, it is Christ, though, but, man, just look in the overall picture of what Christ did with his 3 years of ministry, and it's the same thing. I want to portray that in my ministry as well. But the thing that gets me going, man, I listen to some secular music, man, and the thing that gets me, man, is just how much garbage and filth is out there, man, and not just the garbage and filth, man, but people respond to it, and people listen to it, man. So the rebel group, man, is a rebellion. Being a rebel means being rebellious, man. We want to rebel against that negativity, man, and that's what keeps me going and keeps me on fire, man, because I don't listen to that music, man, just to get, even though they do got some pretty dope beats, but other than the beats, man, I listen to the lyrics, man, and what it keeps my fire going is listening to the lyrics, man. And no, man, that's garbage, man. They got to do better than that. So my thing, man, I like to challenge people as well as challenge myself. So with my music, man, I put challenges in my lyrics, man, and challenge people to do better, challenge people they can be better, challenge people to chase this hope, man, because there is hope out there in Jesus Christ, man. So that's the thing that really gets me, man, and me also listening to a lot of guys that inspire me more, like the whole God Over Money team. They inspire me, man, because what they talk about, man, is a lifestyle that I lived, and and I want to relate that also into my music as well, man. And so and God is the only one who puts fire in our hearts, man, to do so. And so it's through his will and through his way.
In closing, what links, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, do you guys have a website?
We're currently working on a website, but right now we have Facebook and we have Instagram, and Snapchat is up, but we need to be focused more on that. We'll get that put out more lately, but mainly just Facebook. Mainly just Facebook and Instagram at the moment, and we're in the process of putting out more things weekly. We had to take a step back and just really focus on what's really taking place right now and seeing the things that are taking place. So more things will start getting updated more soon, but it's all in God's timing.
Brothers, I want to wish you all the blessings. Well, no, proclaim the blessings, not wishing. We'll proclaim the blessings upon your ministry, upon your guys' lives, upon your families and your households. Thank you. Thank you. Amen.
Thank you.